repeat after the Golden State game, but just what stood out the most to you about LeBron's performance tonight, especially in that second half? I think he had 17 at halftime.
He's really good at basketball, that LeBron James. I don't know. The thing that stands out to me is like the league's never seen a player at this stage of his career do what he's doing. And I think that's the biggest thing, that needs to, be recognized. It's just unbelievable, the level that he's playing at. Maybe after all these years, him playing center, it was really the best way to utilize him. Because that's where he's been doing it, by playing the center position with AD out, doing whatever the team needs to win games, and just an incredible, unbelievable, epic performance by LJ.
In that second half, did you get a sense as it was building what was going on with the way that things were working, and is there anything you do on the sideline as a coach to try to emphasize things a certain way?
Leave him in, make sure he has enough gas in the tank to finish the game. Usually he'll tell me whether he needs one or not. We have a sub always waiting for him, but just keep giving him the ball, and honestly recognizing. Because when he gets on a tear like that, he's handling the ball every time down, and he doesn't shortcut the defensive end when he's doing that. So he gets through stretches where you just needs a possession or two where he's standing in the corner, and your thought process is, okay, what do we got out there? Who can we go to? How's the counterpunch? In the bubble, it was always Rondo and AD. You know what I mean? To give Bron a possession or two. Tonight it was Taylor and Malik. Those guys picked up some of the slack when we needed it, but he didn't really need a whole lot of it tonight. He was awesome.
Frank, this is kind of maybe a strange way of looking at this, but you've been fairly confident about the long-term prospects of this team. And in our discussions, you've got a shot, we just got to get there. Is part of that confidence knowing that you're going to be, in all likelihood, entering a single elimination tournament, knowing that you have that guy on your team?
That's most of the confidence. Yeah, but I believe in in our group and our system and the habits that we drill and that we build with our guys every day, and but obviously the large portion of the confidence comes from knowing that he's on our side.
Hey, Frank, two-part question. One, LeBron had that stretch in the third where he had 12 straight points, and I think you guys were down 5 and ended up going up 3. Wizards called timeout. How important was that stretch in particular? And then second, you played Wanya in 13 minutes tonight, and just curious what you saw from him and what you thought of his minutes.
Yeah, well, that stretch, third quarter is where we took control of the game. Obviously with Bron getting red hot, but also our defense held him, I think, to 23 points in the third. Much better start in the second half, than we did throughout the first half. So I think the combination of how we were guarding and obviously Bron taking over the game offensively was a critical stretch in us getting a W. And Wendy is something that is someone that we're intrigued with. He's got an interesting skill set. He's very young and inexperienced. So as a coach with a veteran group, you're a little bit nervous about it, but we want to see what he can do. And this is a game that we felt like we could throw him in there and just evaluate. He's got the ability to shoot the 3. Credit to him for having the guts to step up and make a big 3 during that stretch. Excuse me. And obviously he can play as a roller, and he's got great length, defensively that can switch or play in coverage, against another team's big. So he's interesting to us, and we're going to spend some time here, putting him in there and evaluating.
Have a extreme display of emotion in the fourth when I think you guys go up 13 and you were obviously rolling. How good did this feel for you and your team to have this type of effort tonight?
I feel good because it was an all-around team effort. Washington played extremely well, especially those first 2 quarters, and for us to be able to come in the third quarter, and that's been one of our down quarters a lot this year, hold them to 23 points in that third and run off 37. It was big for our team, big for our ball club.
You had the 25-point streak earlier in the year, which I think was the longest of your career, and now it's 2 50-point games in the last 3 games. What's going right for you?
I don't know. I just feel really good. I just continue to put in the work every day. I mean, even on off days, I'm always thinking about the game. Obviously, I mean, I'm watching the game. You guys see me tweet yesterday. I was watching the Nets Sixers game and so many other games, but just keeping the main thing, and that's the season. And every game and every opponent, not, getting away from the game a little bit, but not, fully. And, just always trying to stay present. And when game day is here, I'm here 5 hours before the game and prepping. Prepping on, myself individually, prepping on what I need to do to help this team, be victorious, prepping on everything that I can possibly do in my power to try to help this team be as great as we can be that night. So that's what's going into it.
Hey, LeBron, I have 2 quick for you. You've always, especially during the pandemic season, kind of told us about how much you miss the energy in crowds and stuff like that. It hasn't always been great this year because of the losing at home. Between this and Saturday, it seems like you've really kind of soaked some of that in when it's been there like it was tonight. What have those moments been like for you?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, listen, the Laker faithful know when bad basketball is being played, and they know when good basketball is being played. They have the right to have any response they want. I mean, at the end of the day, they've seen so many great teams, so many great individuals, so many great individual performances, so many great things in this building and over the course of this franchise history. So for me, being a part of this franchise is, I feel like I just try to give them an opportunity to have memorable nights as well. I try to, give them something to cheer for, give them something to feel good about on a nightly basis. And I know, it hasn't been as great as they would like it for it to be this year, but, you take the small wins when they come, for sure.
I'm sure you won't tell us exactly what happened, but can you tell us can you share some of the interactions with Kuz tonight? And the one that stands out to me was you hit that turnaround, that really high arcing turnaround. He just kind of laughed. Any of those moments tonight were special seeing him?
Absolutely, every moment. We matched up a lot tonight. Seeing my 2 brothers, KCP and Kuz, and seeing Kuz's development this year has been so amazing. His playmaking, his shot making, his decision making throughout the season. KCP continues to just obviously can shoot the heck out of the ball, and just a great teammate. But it's always a welcoming feeling when you see one of your teammates that you was in a foxhole with to win a championship, because you know how much blood, sweat, tears, and everything that went with that, trying to accomplish that. So, I love the fact that they're thriving so much right now. Kuz is leading them in scoring with Brad out, and KCP is second. KCP in the last 10, 12 games been shooting 50% from the three-point line. And Kuz been, he's damn near had a double-double almost every game, or every other game. So, I just love what those guys are doing. I'm happy for them.
Kind of speaking of teammates, Malik, Taylon with the hammer dunk, Austin with that play to the rim before that timeout. Those guys were kind of picking up on, it seemed like, on your energy. What did they do in the fourth quarter, and how have you seen those guys grow over the last couple of weeks?
Well, we're on the floor for a reason in the fourth, and I expect those guys to make plays, and because they're on the floor, and I know what they're capable of. I know what Malik is capable of.